Hello gamers and welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley Reddit review. It's gonna be a fun one, I can feel it. Let's get straight into it because we got a kitty here too. Hey kitty, say hi. Maybe he'll show his face later. Anyway, are Dreamsnaps that serious? Before reading the whole post, I'm just gonna say yes. This is literally the most serious thing in this game. To be honest. Okay, let's read the post first. Some of you guys take Dreamsnaps so seriously, like it's unhinged. Not everyone has been playing since the start, first of all, so not everyone has every item and furnishing. So some people are trying their best with what they have or being imaginative by using character home for a room style challenge. I would be gutted if I submitted something excited and saw it on here being torn apart, or I would never vote for this kind of entry. Like, okay, chill. Especially because you're going to be some really young kids who maybe don't understand the challenge, or some people who, in their mind, it made sense and doesn't translate well to you. Bizarre behavior from fully grown adults, quite frankly. Okay, yeah, this took a different turn than I was expecting. So, first of all, I understand why people are serious about Dreamsnaps. Because it's literally the way you can get premium currency without paying actual money. So, and also it does have a competitive nature to it, because technically, even though I don't feel like I'm competing with anybody except with myself and trying to improve my result every week, a lot of people, like, it just feels good to win. When you score really high and you put a hard work into it, it's just a good feeling. I feel like humans are competitive in nature, so that's totally normal. However, what is not okay is to try to put other people down if you disagree with their submission. I completely agree with this. I see these comments. Actually, I don't see these comments in my comment section, which is good. Like, I have never seen somebody say, I would never vote for this kind of entry. Okay, I'm lying. I did. I did see. But at least they're not trying to, like, they're speaking in general, not about a specific entry. So nobody calls anybody out. If I do like a Dreamsnap review, nobody just gonna say, okay, that entry at that timestamp, I would never vote for that. Some people say, like, I never vote for, let's say, selfies in outfit challenges. But they're not, like, trying to single anybody out and tore their submission apart. I absolutely agree. I haven't seen too many of this on Reddit, but to be honest, I only review top posts every week, and I'm sure there's a lot of this going on, like, between in less upvoted posts that we never get to see. Turns out there is a lot of negativity going on, but thankfully those posts usually don't make it to the top. But yeah, like, if somebody posts their work and you leave a comment to their entry saying that I would never vote for this, that gotta feel really bad. So I don't get why would you do that. Please don't do that. That is just mean. Like, there is a good rule. If you don't have anything nice to say, better not to say nothing at all, unless you want to say some constructive criticism. Like, if you really feel like you can give an advice on how to improve it, but you can do it in a nice manner. You can say, great job, I really like the submission. If you want some advice on how to improve it, here is what I think. And then you just put your idea. Like, you can say things that you want to say, but, like, in a nice way without putting anybody down. I feel like that's what people should do. That's crazy. I just vote on what I like. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal to me, but I can see some people getting carried away with the competition. Yeah, that's true. People vote on what they like, and there is no right or wrong way to vote in Dreamsnaps. Everybody has their own rules and principles by which they usually do their voting. And once again, if we have different principles, doesn't mean that we cannot coexist in harmony, and everybody does not have to agree on everything. Like, some people see one theme differently. If you feel like somebody did their submission a different way from how you interpreted the theme, it doesn't mean that it's a bad submission, or is that you should make sure they know that they did something wrong, because there's no right or wrong. In fact, nobody even knows how Dreamsnaps work. Like, the themes sometimes are very open to interpretation, so there's literally no right or wrong way to do Dreamsnaps or to vote on Dreamsnaps. So I'm glad we don't have a lot of this in our community. Our people usually very supportive towards all kinds of submissions, and if they do have some feedback, they usually give the feedback in a very friendly and encouraging way, which I hope everybody does. The things I do for a video game. Me at 2 a.m. on Sunday. Time to feed the white squirrel. Okay, this is crazy that some critters you actually have to wake up in the middle of the night in order to get. I still don't have white squirrel. I just cannot wake up at 2 a.m. I mean, sometimes I go to bed after 2, so maybe I should just like save a schedule. There's so many cool people who have made a whole infographics about what time you need to feed some rare critters in order to, like, what time they're actually in the valley so you can feed them. And I feel like I'm awake a lot of those times. I just keep forgetting. So I should just download one of those and pin it somewhere so I can, like, easily access it. And just maybe even set alarms. If I know that I'm going to be up at that time, at that day, I can just set an alarm to remind me to feed certain critter. Thankfully, you only need to do it a couple times until you get them, so it's not gonna last forever. Let me know in the comments if you ever woke up in the middle of the night just to feed a critter. Let's see how many hardcore gamers there is. Oh my god! Oh! Lumpy Flight. This is the best stadium I have ever seen. Like, we've seen some great looking stadiums from our community. This is like a whole another level, and then another level after that. This is like a whole This is an actual full-blown stadium, not like a little baseball area in the park. This is a stadium. You can play World Championship in this stadium. This is how it's the whole next level. What? You have Mirabelle, you have Anna. You do use Snowball as a football, but it's so far away it doesn't really stand out. You have figurines sitting like as an audience. The only problem that I see with this photo is that it's an outfit challenge. And your character is way too far away. Even though I can still see that they're definitely wearing something sporty. I hope this submission is not going to get punished. Like, using regular furniture like bookshelves, fridges, cardboards, tables to construct the entire sitting area for your stadium is one of the most genius things I've ever seen in Disney Dreamlight Valley. This? Like, absolutely mind-blowing. I keep seeing submissions all the time that completely blow my mind on how creative and how next level they look and feel. I feel like this just took all of that to even higher level. This might be one of the most elaborate and genius submissions I have seen in my entire life. You have a goalpost, you have an entrance, and all of this done without touch of magic. And it feels like a professional stadium. I have no words. I hope you win. I hope you win this submission. You deserve it. With all the extra loot heads, I decided to open a musical instrument shop. How are people so creative? How is it possible? I mean, I know how it's possible. But, like, this is so cool. I love this. Another example how you can come up with absolutely new genius idea in Disney Dreamlight Valley and execute it to perfection. Nicely done. It's becoming a problem. This is what my store has looked like for the last 5 or more months. Apart from an odd necklace for some reason, it's actually starting to annoy me. I'm not about to spend my moonstones on every piece of clothing that comes into the premium shop just to get decent outfits. Anyone else agree? So the problem with outfits, like why does this happen? Why do people have the whole outfit section of the store empty? Is because we can only buy outfits once. Furniture, it keeps cycling. It keeps coming back. Even the items you already bought, the items you saw before, they all keep cycling because you can have multiple of each furniture item. With clothing, you can only have one. So once you buy it, it will never come back. That's why it's absolutely inevitable that you're going to buy out the entire clothing section of your Scrooge store at some point. And if we're being honest, there is no fix for it. The only fix for this would be adding like 7 new clothing items every single day for the rest of the game existence. This is literally the only solution to not have empty clothing section. Like, once you buy it, it's gone. It's impossible to keep it stocked. And there are a few ideas that people have how to make it not look empty. For example, once you bought all the clothing, just use the space for furniture items just so the store doesn't look empty, which I agree. This would be the best solution. But I don't think it's feasible for them to keep this area stocked with new clothes at the same time. I agree, we definitely need more outfits, but I feel like the most we can hope for is to get maybe 5 to 10 new outfits every update, which once again, you can buy out in 1-2 days, and after that, you're going to have empty shelves again. But I hope they do bring more outfits, and I hope they're good. And I hope they're going to find a way how to not display empty shelves every single day. Another solution would be to allow us to put our touch of magic designs on the mannequins once we buy out all the clothes. Once again, pretty cool idea. They definitely have to do something about it. It feels really bad to see these empty signs when you enter the shop. This might be far-fetched. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Minnie's Boutique. Grand opening. Wait, it looks like she's selling like some bow ties. But how many bow ties can we possibly have in the game? I feel like she could be selling flower. No, we already have the flower shop. What can Minnie be selling that we're currently not selling? Maybe some kind of food items? I still feel like we need some kind of a restaurant. Maybe Tiana. People speculating Tiana might be the one who's going to open the restaurant. But instead of us feeding people in the restaurant, Tiana's restaurant could be selling food to us. So if you're feeling lazy to cook, you can just go in there and just buy some meals so you can replenish your energy. That could work too. For people that don't have enough futuristic items and have the DLC, go inside of Eve's house to do your dream snap. There's enough items in there. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm usually very against people doing dream snaps inside characters' houses because that's like an easy way out. I understand if you literally just started and you just want to be able to submit something so you can get 300 moonstones. It's fair game. The problem with this, though, is a lot of people sometimes they just don't realize it's inside of somebody's house, and they would think that you designed this, and you could potentially score higher than somebody who actually put a lot of effort in their submission. But on the other hand, what else are you gonna do? Just skip on the submission if you don't have enough items? If you can just get an easy 300 moonstones? It's a hard topic. What do you guys think? How do you feel about this message? I feel like it's fine. Like, if you literally have no other choice, if you literally cannot get enough tags to participate in the submission, then I guess that's the only choice you have. But I feel like if you have a choice, you should at least... But then, once again, even if you have enough items and you just want, like, a quick snap, you literally don't want to spend more than 1 minute on your dream snap and you just wanted 300 moonstones. But, like, this looks like a solid submission. If you don't... Like, for example, I probably would not recognize this as an inside of Eve's house. I don't think I've ever been inside Eve's house. And if you don't have expansion and you're voting through submissions, you're not going to realize it's Eve's house. I don't know. This is such a difficult topic. What do you think? Let's have a discussion. The gingerbread bunny is so adorable, but the timing for this in the premium shop feels off. Did you buy it? Of course I buy it. I agree about timing feeling off. It's probably like it has a Christmas hat on, so you're probably not going to be using him for Dream Snaps unless it's until the next winter. But like, it's not a huge deal to me. I would love to have this for all the holidays. And I don't know why they decided to release some of the items that had nothing to do with winter, with holidays, like a desert castle. Like, why wasn't the desert, what was the name? Desert Temple, the house skin, like one of the last items to be released, because that one had the least to do with winter. They could have released this earlier. I don't know. I don't feel super strongly about it, but I definitely understand why people are upset about it. I'm so ready for Tiana to join the valley. Okay, that is cute. Yeah, I want to see. I want to see if who else comes with her. We usually, most of the time, we get 2 characters from Realms. So there has to be somebody else. Who do you think it's going to be? You do not know who you're competing against on Dreamsnaps. We have a lot of newer players as of recent. Welcome to the Valley. Absolutely. I see a lot of new players in my comment section too. Welcome, guys. Every week we get a slew of disappointed posts from those who are disheartened at their score. Understandably, when you spend a lot of time on something and think it's really great, you expect a result that is equivalent. You may have a really beautiful photo, but you never know who you're competing against and how beautiful that other person's photo is. Please understand that. Not only have plenty of people said they just click randomly for moonstones, you don't know what photo you went up against, and voting is subjective. It doesn't mean you have a bad photo if you don't get 4,000 moonstones. My best tip to those who are new is never expect more than 300 going in, and decorate accordingly. If you want to spend hours on your piece for the fun of it, and you're okay with only getting 300, then go for it. Yes! Oh my god, that's such a good advice. I'm so over this. This is so good. You're looking only at your own photo and what you think it's worth. You can't see the photos that are shown against yours. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's really hard to judge how good your photo actually is without seeing it against some other pictures, like literally side by side. And the randomness of which images you're going to be put against, like we all know that people don't vote. I've done a lot of research. People just don't vote enough. From my calculations, most people, like most submissions will not be seen by more than 20 people. 20 people will see your submission on average. And there is hundreds of thousands of submissions, and somehow from 20 votes, they need to rank them together. So it's gonna create a lot of randomness, where one vote, like let's say your submission got shown to, let's say, 2 people who just randomly voting, and both of those people voted against you on random, even if you had like the most gorgeous submission in the world. That can take you down like a couple thousands ranks down. Just 1 or 2 votes. And that's so, like, random votes against random submissions, and you were randomly chosen for that. That's like 3 randoms aligning can make a number 1 place worthy submission score like 1,500. It's crazy, I know. The only solution to make the Dreamsnaps voting more fair is to make sure that people vote more. And I can understand why people don't, because the voting feels broken most of the time, and you see a lot of repeats, you see a lot of submissions that feel like they're from different Dreamsnap challenge whatsoever, and there's just not enough incentive. There's not enough incentive to work, to vote. So yeah, this is a big problem. This is a big problem. Anyway, guys, this is all I got for you for this Reddit review. Lots of interesting content to talk about. I'm still so impressed about that stadium picture. That just blew my mind. I thought I saw the best stadium submissions already in our community, but no offense to you guys, but you gotta agree, that stadium was the best stadium I've ever seen done in DISNEY Dreamlight Valley. It was flawless. It was incredible. It blew my mind. Let me know in the comments if it blew your mind as well. And hopefully we're gonna get a chance in the future. If we ever get something like sporty submission again, something like that, I want to try to build a stadium. That sounds like a fun project. Anyway, huge thanks everybody for supporting this channel. I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe for more. We're trying to reach 30,000 subscribers so we can do the best stream, the craziest stream we've ever had. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Yeah.